Dan Murphy's are finally opening a bar. I mean, this is way overdue, and when you think about the fact they sell literally every style of drink under the sun, this is going to be an absolute cracker. You can pick up stuff to take home or even drink there, but the thing is, there is going to be just a little bit of a catch. So I'm not going to leave you hanging, and the catch is that it's actually not going to sell a drop of alcohol. Instead, it is going to be a completely alcohol-free bar that will serve some of the most amazing non-alcoholic beers, wines, and spirits, as well as some beautifully mixed cocktails. Now, this is set to open in the very last week of March, and the best bit is that it's coming to Melbourne in the beautiful bayside spot of Hampton. So no matter whether you are seasoned in the world of drinking non-alcoholic drinks or maybe thinking of trying getting into it into the very first time, this is actually your chance to get your glass filled with some of the very best non-alcoholic brews, wines, and spirits from Australia and all over the world. So I love the fact that you can just order something off their menu and have a cocktail made up for you as well. Now, as someone who has had their fair share of non-alcoholic drinks in their time and then seen the rise in quality in the last year or so, the all-important question now becomes not if you should go, but what you should drink when you do go. I am going to give you 3 non-alcoholic beers, wines, and spirits to try, and we are going to kick off with the beer. So first off the beer track is the Heaps Normal Quiet XPA. This is an amazing Australian brewed non-alcoholic beer, and you know what, for bonus measure, I'm going to throw in the Heaps Normal another lager as well. That is an amazing one to try. Now, if you want to get a pale ale, the Bridge Road Free Time Pale Ale is a beautiful Australian brewed non-alcoholic pale ale. It was actually my beer of the year for 2021. If you're looking for an IPA, the Big Drop Paradiso IPA is really taking the world by storm. So onto wine. Now, Giesen do some amazing alcoholic wines, and they actually do pretty well in the space of non-alcoholic wines too. So if you are after a white, I would recommend their Sav Blanc, and if you're after a rosé, I would recommend you jump into their non-alcoholic rosé as well. Now, Della Tautila actually do my very favorite non-alcoholic rosé, and it is one that I would recommend getting your hands on if they have it down at the bar. It is just beautiful, it's full weighted, it's got some great grip to it, and it'll give you a full flavor of strawberries, raspberries, and it's just a really well weighted mouthfeel as well. If you're after a glass of bubbles, the Vinada Chardonnay is hands down the very best non-alcoholic sparkling that you can find on the market. So get that into your glass and check that out. Okay, on to spirits. Now I'm going to kick off with the Brunswick Ace's Hearts Sapiir. It is a warm Christmas in a cocktail style drink. It's got some cassia bark notes and one which lends itself perfectly to a cocktail. Next, if you want something a little bit lighter, the Clovendoe Stem with its kaffir lime-led profile really transports you back to poolside in Bali when you're sipping on pina coladas, so a really great one for summer. And it wrapping up with a really unique offering from the team down at Seadrift. It's called the Seadrift Classic. They use a sea kelp in there, and that gives you an amazing marine freshness as well as a brilliant level of mouthfeel. Now, I'll give you more of a rundown once I've had a chance to get down to the bar and tried it and seen their menu, but in the meantime, you should definitely check out the review of the Vinada Sparkling Chardonnay here and the Big Drop Paradiso review here.